it up.
Oh, what's up, guys? So I'm gonna do a little short video today. Not gonna be very long, 20 minutes maybe. So it's basically gonna be like a recap of the things that I've been using on a daily basis with this T8V8 or TFV8 and the TFV8 baby. I've been rocking this TFV8, the original one, on the Hell's Gate touchscreen 200 watt. I've used it on my my RX 2/3 at the 200 watts that it goes. I've ran this at 200 watts on the Hell's Gate, whatever. Now I have ran the 0.4 ohm coil on a series box. I like the vape. I like the really warm vape of it. The only bitch that I do have about the TFV8, the coils that come in it, the RBA section, got a lot of spitback from it. They're dual regular Claptons. It was like a 0.34 or something that it ohmed out to, whatever, but I mean, I've ran it throughout the spectrum of between like 60 watts and like 200 watts. The flavor was great, the vape was nice. It just, to me, that spitback was just there, It is almost too much to just completely kill the entire integrity of this tank. And I love this tank. I do love this tank. I love the flavor that you get out of it. The vapor, obviously. I'm only running at 120 watts because this coil is kind of old, so it's kind of really on its last leg. I'm running the TFV8 or the V8 T8 octo coil in it that can go up to 260 watts. Personally, haven't tried it at 260 watts. Really don't want to try it at 260 watts. 200 watts is my max. I mean, I've got mods that'll go to 250 if I need them to. I really, whatever. These coils, though, they seem to last a long time. I've had the TFV8 about a month and a half now. And I've used all of the coils on a daily basis. I have different tanks. Use all the coils on a daily basis. And honestly, this the V8 coil, I like the V4 coil better. I really do. That's my personal opinion. Whatever. But that parallel coil is just, it's where it's at. I'd rather have, and that airflow on it's just so wide open. You have no restrictions at all. It's almost like you're breathing. A lot of people don't like that. I like it. Cuts down your flavor just a little bit. It's not something that's too noticeable. But it is something that's there. Next thing I want to kind of brush up on, the Baby Beast. only have one of these coils, or one of these tanks. Ran the exact same coil in it for the past 3.5 weeks, I guess. And flavor is just spot on. Yeah, I was watching a review the other day. I guess it was probably last Tuesday or last Thursday. It was one of Grim Green's reviews, and he kept, I guess it's probably Tuesday. He kept saying something about the avocado, and I've built the avocado correctly. I've used the avocado a lot. Apparently he's gotten, and so have I've gotten a lot of emails and questions about how I like it, and people just randomly on the street, whatever. How do you like the avocado? It's a great vape. Or it's above average vape, at least. It's not my favorite at all. Just because I've hated Jenny tanks since the original Jenny tanks came out. I liked the Kraken because it was cool. That was the huge thing back in the day. Whatever Kraken tank, you were something if you had a Kraken. And then things came out with like the negative pressure and yada 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 with all the K-Funs and the K-Fun Light and the K-Fun Mega. Had all of those. Loved them. They leaked like a motherfucker, but loved them. The flavor on them was just so crisp. But I've used damn near every sub-ohm tank, whether it be actual sub-ohm tanks or RTAs, whatever, RDTAs, shit like that, Jenny tanks. I've used at least 90% of them. And I will say this now. This TFV8 Baby Beast is absolutely 100% my favorite tank. Period. Probably always will be. Till they come out with something new, and from the looks of it right now, they ain't coming out with much that's new. I was rocking it on this RX2/3, and huge shout out to Nick at grimgreen.com for actually being the only reviewer, period, that I've seen, other than myself, call it /3. Everybody else, I'm kind of OCD and I kind of nitpick a little bit, not talking down on anybody. I talked to Jabo himself, and it's /3, not -3, and just about every other reviewer has said -3, and I mean, that's subjective, and that's not anything that they're doing wrong. That's just people automatically dash, whatever. That's fine. Third thing that I really want to talk about is something that we have here in the shop exclusively around this area. Almost no other shops in town have any of this juice. I think the closest one that you can actually get this juice at is the actual shop that this comes from, but it's called Electric E-Liquid, and I'm trying to get that bottle of the little sleeve and it's not working right now. Let's grab this right here. Electric E-Liquid right here. Their label is like legit for one. Kind of looks a little wonky to some people. Whatever. This is the Twisted Melon. Watermelon lemonade, ripe watermelon lemonade. shout out actually to Richard at Vaping with Twisted 420 for originally inventing that juice, as well as like 7 or 8 other flavors of that juice. So if y'all are around the Bryan College Station area here in Texas, I suggest stopping in and